The Wandering Gamer.
Welcome to the Wandering Gamer podcast, your source for gaming, technology, and culture from all around the world. Before we get started, I want to say congratulations to my big sister back in America who just had a baby boy.
Wow.
Yeah, so congratulations, Alicia. I'm sure he's going to be one handsome little devil, so congratulations. All right. And now let's get started. Thank you for joining us on the Wandering Gamer podcast. I am the Wandering Gamer, Duty 420, and with me is the beautiful, as always, pretty girl LGS. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. You're not wearing any cosplay today.
Huh?
You're not wearing any cosplay today.
Oh, I just finished, some working out, so.
Yeah. Aw, too bad.
Still sexy.
Yeah. I like it. All right, so today we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about some gaming news, some very sad gaming news. We're going to talk a little bit about F1.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about some technology, specifically VR, and I am going to do a game review today.
About which game?
Destiny.
Oh, are you
Yeah.
still stuck in there?
Stuck in it.
Stuck in.
Oh, stuck in it. Well,
Can you cut it?
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see how I'm doing in it. All right, so everybody, check out thewanderinggamer.com. You can find the podcast there, iTunes, SoundCloud, wherever you want. It's everywhere. On iTunes, be sure to subscribe, like us, give us a rating, some 5 stars. It's going to really help us out. All right, and now we have a YouTube channel. We just started a new YouTube channel. On it, so far, I got some Destiny videos, some tutorials, help you guys out with some daily bounties. And me and the pretty girl, we made a video together. Yeah. Why don't you tell them about that video?
You're so weak,
I'm not weak. So we got drunk.
A
and then
little
we-
bit
Yeah.
tipsy.
Yeah, we got a little bit, not too drunk, We're responsible adults. So we got a little tipsy. We decided, hey, let's record ourselves playing Dead or Alive 5, one of her favorite games. And she whooped my ass.
I'm so
Well, I beat
violent.
you once, and you cried like a little baby. Not fair.
Well, I was drinking a lot, so.
Yeah. Nah, you're really good at that game, though. I remember when we first started, and you weren't that great. You did the training, though, and now you're really
I didn't
good.
do a lot of training. I just finished the story.
Yeah, well, you're a lot better now. So I'm going to have to practice or something. Yeah, we're doing really good,
So how long it takes? Just one day. I finished all story and a little bit training and beat you. Just not
Yeah.
even one day, like 4 hours maybe.
Yeah, so check that out on the YouTube channel. We're going to do more videos like that. I'm going to put up more tutorials. I'm going to put up some more cool things on there. It's going to be real nice. So check out the YouTube channel. Check out the website. Subscribe, like, rate. Thank you. All right. So I want to get into it about some gaming news. Something very, very sad. It's my sad face.
Why? It's not fun.
Well, no. Uncharted 4. Remember we talked about Uncharted 4?
Uh-huh.
It's supposed to be one of the great games coming out this year. And it's going to be a PS4 exclusive. I'm a big PS4 fanboy. I do like Xbox too, so people don't hate. But they delayed it till next year.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And this is
Not
called
too bad.
Well, it was supposed to come out in like November, around then. Like the first one came out November, the second one came out November, the third one came out November. This one, everyone thought it was going to come out around November, but now they said it's not going to come out till like spring next year. And that
Wow.
means what happens after November? What happens in December? What happens in December?
What?
Christmas.
Oh.
Holiday. So they're missing a big holiday sale. And now it's a PS4 exclusive. So a lot of people, wait for games like this to pick up a PS4.
Oh.
And so now PlayStation's gonna might lose some potential sales for the holiday season.
Yeah.
Because people are like,
That's
oh,
true.
I love Uncharted. This is the first game for the next generation consoles. I'm gonna get the PS4 just so I could get Uncharted. I mean, I got the PS2.
Super fan of that game.
Well, yeah, I got the PS2 just because of Metal Gear Solid 2. And I got the PS3 because of Metal Gear Solid 4. So, I can see people doing that. And now they're going to miss the whole holiday push. So that's going to mess with their numbers. They might sell less units. And E3's coming up. And they're going to have something come out then to really balance it out of this big title getting pushed back. Everyone was waiting for it. I mean, you could pre-order it right now. Everyone's waiting for it. It's supposed to be one of the best games, like, coming out. It's supposed to be, like, the dope shit. Now, pushed it back for, like, a year from now. That's a long time.
Yes.
Like, end of this year, it's like, okay, holiday
So,
season.
did they give any reason for that?
They just won't finish it in time.
Oh.
Well, I mean, they could finish it in time, but they want to take their time and make sure,
perfect?
it's perfect, yeah. And I understand that. I would rather have a perfect game come out instead of having a broken game come out and then wait for patches.
Of course.
Like a perfect example is Assassin's Creed's Unity. It came out and it was so broken. Like, it wasn't even playable in some parts. Like, like people's faces were gone and stuff. It was just ridiculous. I think that was the one made here in China. Right here in Chengdu, I think. So I can see that, a little too much Baijiu drinking, mess up some code, faces disappear. But so what do you think about that? So Microsoft now and Nintendo both have all these exclusives coming out. Microsoft for the holiday season is going to have the new Halo coming out. They're going to have the new Tomb Raider coming out, and those are both exclusive, which I'm mad at because I want the Tomb Raider. That game looks dope. And Nintendo, they're going to have their own IPs. Like, I think they have a Mario game coming out, a Zelda game coming out. So they got their stuff set. So Sony's got to play catch up. And there's really no other, like, PS4 exclusives coming out in that time. So I don't know what they're going to do. I hope they come out with something new. Because, if a game comes out on all, on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, people aren't going to rush to buy a PlayStation just for a game that came out on everything else.
Yeah, I think the picture in PlayStation is better than Xbox.
Oh, good girl. Yeah, I think so too. Well, the PS4 does have better hardware than the Xbox. But, they're both pretty close.
I still like the light, from the PlayStation.
The controller?
No. The screen.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, compared to the Xbox.
All right, well, some more PS4 stuff. That the PlayStation, they actually have their own TV show now. Like, how Netflix have, like, House of Cards, Orange is the New Black? They have a show called Powers, and I checked it out for the first time today. And the acting was not that great, but I do want to see more of
Based
it.
on some game story?
No, it's like all original story. It's about a cop named Walker.
But the characters there, do they have the superpower? Like,
Well, yeah,
disappear,
I'll get into that. So the main character, his name's Walker. He used to have superpowers. And his superpower name was Diamond.
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 You can't, if he touches a stone, it will turns into a diamond.
No, nothing
I want
like that.
that. I want that superpower,
You might turn your boyfriend into Diamond. You don't care.
I will have a gloves.
So he just had, like, I guess regular superpowers, like he could fly and fight good. Nothing like he could, like, turn people to diamonds or nothing. I think
But
his
why
name-
called diamond superpower?
I think it was because he was like sharp and hard like a diamond.
Oh,
yeah, he could cut
I
people.
got diamonds.
And so he lost his powers,
Oh,
but there's still other people that have powers out there.
what is the most interesting superpower there?
There's this one guy that could, like, disappear, like transport himself, like boom, and somewhere else.
Oh, that I think I know that from Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Who had that power?
so it's a kind of magic.
Oh yeah, disapparating. Yeah, it's like that. But, like, the dude, like, he grabbed someone's head and, like, went somewhere else, and the head went with him. He killed the guy.
Oh,
It's just boom, head popped off.
Ew.
Yeah, this game. I mean,
So bloody.
yeah, I'm so like as a PlayStation thing, I thought it was going to be like kind of kiddie, you know, like there's not going to be blood or they like say the F word. There's blood everywhere. I'm like, damn, this shit's pretty, you know, like
So
adult.
kiddo, they don't only open for adults. Some kiddos will still watch there.
I hope not. I mean, see a dude's head popped off. I mean, when I was like 12, I think I could handle that. But, you know, a 6-year-old, I don't know if they could handle watching some dude's head. But with video games nowadays, you know, who knows what kids can handle.
Wow.
But
Ew.
I'm surprised. I'm happy they did that,
I
though.
cannot even handle that.
You whoop my character's ass up and down in Dead or Alive. You're like, oh,
That
I
was
can't
not
handle
bloody,
that.
you know.
Wait till Mortal Kombat come out. That's going to be bloody. And so this guy, so he lost his powers, and now he's in charge of. Well, he's not in charge of it, but he's a detective for a police unit that's in charge of like getting the bad criminals with the superpowers. And I guess some people he knew from back in the day are about to start some shit. And I only seen the first episode. I'm going to watch the other ones later. But I've been having a problem with it because maybe you can only get it, like, you can't get it in China. But I have to use a VPN to watch it. But which I don't like to do. Like, if I have to hook my PlayStation up to a VPN, which makes it slower for playing multiplayer games,
Yes.
it pisses me off. But I do like, the story. The story's pretty good. The acting's not so much. But I do like that it's not a kid's show. It's a more adult show, with the blood, the cursing, and I'm happy about that because Zelda is supposed to be getting their own TV show from Netflix, and a lot of people are worried that since it's Zelda, it was a kids game, they're going to make it a little bit too kiddie. A lot of people want it done like Game of Thrones, like real legit, real deep, real dark. But who knows if they're actually going to do that? Because, Nintendo, they're very safe. Nintendo doesn't want to take any chances of losing a lot of people. They make a lot of kids game. They make a lot of consoles for younger kids. So they don't want to make something, oh, Zelda, let's go see it, and seeing people's head get cut off. Nintendo might not want to do that. But I really think they should. Like, they should take a cue from PlayStation here and say, do your thing. Let it be dark. Let it be grown up. And it's going to be, I mean, look at Game of Thrones. It's one of the, biggest TV shows out there.
I think there are lots of things in life already we need to handle so difficult. So I'd rather to choose very easy game or funny game, not that too dark, too heavy, too deep.
Is your life that heavy, dark, and deep? I doubt a pretty girl like you probably just goes around.
No,
La, 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 la,
I still have up and downs, some
everyone got up and downs.
Yeah,
But I'd rather watch someone with a harder time than me. And I come look at myself like, yeah, my life's not that bad. I'm seeing this dude's head get cut off. I'm like, oh, I was late for the bus. That's not too bad now. And so I really want to see Zelda done right. They had a cartoon back in the day, and it wasn't that great. But I do want to see a good Zelda. But I do want to check out more of this PlayStation show, and I'm happy it's not for kids. But the acting, I mean, come on, who was the director? Who I would just say, come on, guys, like pull your shit together. This acting is like so
horrible.
Yeah, like it's not
just
even.
don't look like the same level.
Yeah, it's not the acting level of like of a great TV show.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, but the story does have me drawn in, and I do want to see more. So I am pretty excited about that. Now, you said before if you could have a superpower,
get invisible. Yes.
Now, what if you lost your superpower and there are still people out there with superpowers? What would you do?
I will feel very unsafe.
So this guy, he was like a hero,
and
so he fought like I guess bad guys, and so now he has no
superhero
power.
is a bad guy. Fight.
No, he fought bad guys.
Oh,
So
fought.
Now,
What he do?
he fought punch, kick.
Okay.
He fought bad guys.
Oh yeah.
He's a good Superman, and the villain, Batman, and the Joker. Good guy versus bad. He's a good guy versus the bad guys. And I still does that in Police Station. All right, so the bad guys he knows from the past,
Oh.
you know, they might come and try to come after him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I do want to see more of that. And another thing I want to talk about that's on TV happened the other day, Sunday. F1.
Oh.
First race of the season. Hamilton won. Good job. He's coming to China soon. Hamilton, if you listen to this, hit me up, man. We got to do the club thing, right? Mixed man. Come on, let's do it, man. All right? So he won first and second. Well, first place. Second place was the other Mercedes car, Rosberg.
Yeah.
Your guy...
Mercedes, now they have the kingdom. It's their, you know.
Well, there's something interesting. I'm about to talk about that. But your guy Kimi Räikkönen, they messed up his pit stop so many times, and he took off when he wasn't supposed to, so he had to stop in the middle of the race, and he couldn't even finish the race.
Yeah,
And I think he's going to get a penalty for next time.
Maybe.
But Red Bull is complaining now that the Mercedes engine is so good that they need to give Mercedes a limitation. They need to like tone down the Mercedes engine to make it fair for everyone else. Now, what do you think about that?
You know, it's a race.
Exactly. I think if you got the best stuff, you should win. But everyone else is like, well, they're always going to get 1-2 because they're way above everyone else. You should limit them to make it more competitive for everyone else. And I'm like, you know, stop complaining and get your shit together.
Just
Don't blame them because they're better than you.
when I was still watching F1,
Mm-hmm.
and the champion was, you know, always Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
And right now is, you know, Mercedes time, so
Well, yeah, like Ferrari back in the day, they dominated.
Yeah.
And now Mercedes is dominating. People are complaining. And like the teams are saying, you should limit their engine so they don't beat us so bad
you know,
that we can
back
compete
to
with
days,
them.
Mercedes always have so many problems with their engines. They
Mm-hmm.
are the Kimi used to work for Mercedes,
Mm-hmm.
and his car always burned during the race. He has to get out of the race. But I'm surprised and happy for them. They're doing so good right now. So
Yeah, I'm happy my boy's winning, so keep that up. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Another thing, the Bills, they're like getting so many good players right now. Percy Harvin, they got 2 new quarterbacks, and so I hope they do the thing this year. We got rid of Kiko Alonso. I don't know why we did that. Well, I don't really think we had really good defense without him, so really don't need him. But he's a good player. And our division is actually going to get pretty competitive now, which I'm not happy about. You know, I'm happy it's going to be exciting, but I want the Bills to win. And our main opponent, everyone's main opponent in the division is going to be the Patriots. And I really hope we could, whoop their ass. I'm really hoping for that. So I'm excited. F1's back up. Football won't be back up until the fall, but, the Bills are doing some stuff, making me happy. Oh, so I'm pretty excited about that. And some one of the things I want to talk about today is YouTube. YouTube. You know YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so before we talked about my favorite podcasts, and now I want to talk about my favorite YouTube channels. All right?
Wonder Gamer.
Yeah, the Wandering Gamer, my favorite. No, I mean, shameless self-promotion and all. Check it out. But I'm not gonna mention that now. I'll mention other people's stuff. So one of my favorite shows I watch every weekday. It's called Good Mythical Morning, GMM. There's this guy, Rhett and Link, and they just do random stuff. They're friends from, way back in the day. Mm-hmm. And, they're real cool. It's a real fun show. I really like it. Like, the one I was watching today, the guy quizzed him on St. Patrick's Day, like a quiz show. And how many questions he get, they give him a little prize. It's a little bullshit prize, but it's fun to watch. The other episode they do like debates. One person will say, what's better, a hot dog or a hamburger? So one will have a hot dog, one will have a hamburger, and they have like a debate, like a presidential debate. They do their opening remarks, they have rebuttals, closing statements. It's really funny. I really like it. And it comes on, every Monday through Friday, which is nice because I can open up my YouTube. I don't get American TV here in China. Open up my YouTube. I got a show ready to watch. And because of the time difference, it comes on, it gets uploaded at night for me. And so when I get home from work, I just go, it's right there for me. I do like that. Another show I like, well, for my science, the science side of me, is SciShow and SciShow Space. And so they have lots of videos talking about different science things, different space stuff, and I love learning.
I can tell.
And they also have a crash course for different things, for history, astronomy, AMP, anatomy, physiology, and you could just learn so much. I mean, even if you know the stuff, it's cool just to hear it over again and see the way they do it, learn something you don't know. I really do like that show. And there's the two people, they're the Vlog Brothers. They have a whole bunch of things on there. They got the SciShow Space, the crash courses. Really good show. The crash course history is really good. I learned a whole bunch of stuff I didn't even know about history. Growing up in school, I didn't really pay. History was hard. There's so much memorization.
I was very good at history.
Too much memorization for me. You gotta know this guy at this time, at this place, with this other guy,
and
from
this
this
settle.
place. Yeah, that's way too much.
I love
learning.
that.
I love
love reading
history.
novels.
Yeah,
So history book just like novel to me. So I really enjoy reading it.
yeah. I like history. I love learning about it, but being tested on it and having to memorize everything perfectly, that's the part that turns me off on it.
I think when I learning something, I'm more the way smarter than I am right now. I can always easily to remember things, but right now I always forget.
Yeah. All right, so my science learning, I go to them, and for literature learning, I have this other show from Wisecrack. They do this thing called Thug Notes, and it's like a book review by like this this gangster. He's a comedian, real funny guy, and he like has this persona of like a gangster, like a thug, and so he comes in and is like, "What it do, y'all?" And it's such a great show. It's very insightful. He makes learning fun. All these books I had to read for school, and I hated reading them. But now hearing the way he explains it was way better than any teacher I ever had explain it, growing up.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really
I
cool.
love that teacher. If I can have some teacher like that.
Oh, I wish I could have a teacher like that growing up. Like some, thug walk in the classroom, talk about Romeo and Juliet or Othello. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
He will be very popular.
Oh yeah. It's a really good show. And they have used to just be the channel Thug Notes, but now they do Wisecrack. They do philosophy, 8-bit philosophy. They take like old 8-bit video games and they talk about philosophy, like Descartes, Nietzsche, people like that, Plato, and they just go through their philosophies. And you get to learn a lot about that. They do pop psych, which they take like Batman, Mario, just like pop culture icons, and they do like psych evaluations of them. So like if they're crazy or not. And then they have Earthling Cinema, where they take like a movie that's like a famous movie, and they look at it from an alien's perspective, and it's very, very good. And the last one I want to talk about is for funny, crazy news. It's called Machinima ETC.
What's that?
It's just this channel that these people do like weekly weird news and Tech Tuesday. They take like the weirdest news that you could find out there and they talk about it, and it's very funny. I learn about the news that you don't really hear or you don't really read about on the regular internet, and they talk about the weird stuff. And there's always something fucked up from Florida. Florida's very crazy, and I like hearing about that. And they had like one thing they did is creepy text theater, where they would take like saved text messages from people that they send into like a website, and like it was like guys that would just say like the most inappropriate things to girls. Or they did one where like people were like posting ads on Craigslist for like meeting up for like sex and stuff. It's just super funny. Super funny. So those are my recommendations. Good Mythical Morning, the Vlog Brothers, SciShow Space, Crash Course, Wisecrack, and Machinima ETC. So those are my favorite YouTubes. I talked about my favorite podcasts, and those are my favorite YouTubes. I watch a lot of other YouTube things. Danger Dolan, Matthew Santorum. He's pretty funny. I like a lot of things, but I think those are my favorite right there. Those 4. All right. And now I'm going to do a gaming review.
Okay. What game?
Destiny.
Oh, Destiny.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I remember last week you said you had a little problem. Continue.
Yeah, well, I'll get into that. Well, Destiny, I think, is a very good game. It's a great game. It has very good gunplay. The graphics are real nice. It's such a great game, but it does fall short in so many things. First of all, the story it comes out of nowhere. So you just wake up and
Yeah, I played the beginning of it.
yeah, so you're just revived. This little thing, like this little robot cube, revives you. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, you've been dead for a very, 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 very long time. He doesn't say how many years. So you're on Earth.
Too.
Well, no, they do. Like you're on Earth. Is this 20 years in the future? 100 years? 1,000 years? 10,000 years? 1,000,000 years? How many years in the future are we?
Why do we need that? It's
For the story. I want to know where I am. I want to know what's going on. And
maybe.
then they just say, okay, so there's this big ball called the Traveler. He came to Earth and shit started popping off. We could travel all around the universe. We could colonize the moon and Mars and Venus. And we set up all these civilizations. And everything's good. But now these aliens came after the Traveler to kill him. And they've been following him from place to place. And now he's here. So the aliens are here. They want to kill him. Now they're killing us. And that's all we get. And you're just going from place to place to place, trying to get a little bit more of a story. But they don't really give you more of the story.
Oh.
And like one of the parts, there's this guy. He's like, I could explain everything that happened to you, but I won't. Why the fuck not? I paid so much money for this game. Like, it's $60 to buy. And then you got to buy the expansion pack for like another $30, $40, however much it is. And if you get the season pass, you get the first expansion pack, which is already out, called The Dark Below. And then you get the second one that's coming out, I believe it's called House of Wolves. And that's going to be coming out later. Mm-hmm. And it's just frustrating that you don't get a story.
Yeah.
And it has multiplayer. It has PvP and PvE multiplayer. So you get to fight other people, and you get to get people on your team and, fight the
monsters.
Story. Yeah. And I've mostly been doing the PvE. Today, I actually did PvP.
I like doing PvP all the time.
Yeah, but I usually suck in it. Today, I was on fire. Oh, like I won my first matches today in PvP. I don't even know why I played. I said, let me just try this out. I finally got to level 31. I finally got a exotic, like the highest, tier for the weapons.
Uh-huh.
I finally got up there, and I was like, okay, let me try it. And I was doing great.
Good for you.
I won my first matches, and I even was top in the whole game. Out of everyone, I had the most kills, most assists, most revives.
Feels awesome, right?
Yeah, I mean, when I first started playing the PvP, I was playing at a really low level. I was like, let me just play the PvP. I like PvP, and I was like level 5. And I was just getting my ass handed to me. Like, here's your ass. I just fucked it up. And so now I'm a little bit better. So I want to play the PvP some more. I do like there's raids, there's strikes. Mm-hmm. I've done a little bit of the raids. I've done a lot of the strikes. The gunplay's good. The story's not that great, but the graphics are good. Mm-hmm. The little stories, like what you need to do right now, are good.
The tasks?
Yeah, but it doesn't connect to like a whole big picture.
I know that.
Yeah, and what you were saying, what the problem I was having is you work so hard to get the better gear, but it's RNG. It's a random number generator. So every time you get new gear, you could get like the greatest weapon or just nothing, like literally nothing. like at the end of each thing, like there's like a little circle thing or a square, and it just rotates, and then shows you what you get. And sometimes I have the most kills, the most headshots, the most damage done, the most revives, and I get nothing. And then the person underneath me gets like an awesome item, and they got like 3 kills. I have like 300. And they get an awesome item.
Do you think
I
they
get
use some method,
It's random. The way they say it is it's random. Now, I really do like the game. All the problems it has. I'm not a fan of how they sell you the story from part to part. Like, they give you a little bit of the story here, then you got to buy more to finish it. Now you're going to have to get another expansion pack to hopefully get more of the story. And I don't even know if they're going to put in a big story out. They're not going to explain everything. And I'm kind of okay with that. I like it for what it is right now. I like doing the grind. I like going doing the bounties. I like killing the people. I
Yeah.
like killing the monsters.
Yeah.
I like finding new things.
Yeah.
It's fake open world. They
Yes.
like when it came out, they said it's going to be like this open world type of situation. You could go wherever you want. There's so many invisible walls, so many areas I get to, and the screen just like gets fuzzy and say turn back or we kill you in 4 seconds. Oh, it's like, come on. Like, I was expecting an open world. I want to go wherever I want. You shouldn't tell me you can't go here. I mean, there'll be some places like you could just walk to, and you walk there and they say turn around or else we kill you. Why? Why are there all these invisible walls? Why are you restricting me from going there? They got a little bit lazy with that. They didn't want to make a whole world, so they made these little things. You're on different planets. You have Earth, Venus, Mars, and the Moon. And then there's like a reef area, but you don't really do anything over there. Not yet, at least. And so you go to like, every time you go there, you go to the same spot every time. They don't put you in random areas. Every time you load it, boom, same spot. Boom, same spot. Boom, same spot.
So they don't have different maps?
No, it's like one medium map.
Oh.
Yeah. And so doing patrols, it gets very repetitive. I'm seeing
They're
the
lazy.
same stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's very good. The soundtracks, they have a whole orchestra doing the thing. I love the music. It's well made, but they could have done more. They could have made each planet bigger. They could have, like, you're only in one little area on a whole entire planet. For Earth, you're only in like this Russian cosmodrome. like Earth. Like, let me go other places on Earth.
Oh, they're lazy. They just finish it.
They could have like. I guess you're close to China on the Russian part because there's Chinese writing in spots, but you can't go to the China area. You can't go to America or
just
Brazil.
Russia.
Yeah, just this little Russian spot. As big as as big as a neighborhood.
Oh,
So it's a little disheartening.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
But it is an immensely fun game, so I do like that. And so if I had to give it stars out of 10, how would I give it? Maybe a 7.5. Mostly because the story is lacking, and it is small maps, and that's a little disheartening. I want to be able to go wherever I want. I'd rather glitch my character out getting somewhere where I'm not supposed to be than it killing me because I went somewhere that I'm easily able to access. And that kind of pisses me off. But I still like the game. I still play it every day. And I keep trying to get good items, and I keep not getting them. I finally got my first exotic weapon, the Red Death, and I'm happy about that. So 7.5 out of 10. All right. So for the last thing we're going to talk about some VR, virtual reality. Do you know any of the VR headsets?
No.
So Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. They bought a company called Oculus Rift, and they have like their own headset. It's not out yet for the public. All these things are supposed to come out either late this year or next year. So Oculus Rift, the VR, you put the headset on and it transports you to a whole nother world. You move your head, it moves the thing. Some things you don't even need a controller, you just move your hands. A lot of people think what Facebook's going to do with it is they're actually going to make it like a social thing. So you put on the headset, you could go join your friends across the country or across the world. Would you want one of those?
Yeah, of course.
So if you could just join friends anywhere, like where would you want to go?
Join friends?
Yeah, say you put on the headset and you could see anywhere in the world.
Anywhere.
Yeah, so it's virtual reality. So like it looks like the way it works is like it sends images to your eyes, right to your brain. So you like it looks like you're there. You don't see a TV.
Oh.
It's just all encompassing.
Wow. So
I mean, if you want, you could go to like the top of a mountain. You could go to like a temple in Japan. You go underneath the sea. I mean, what would you want to do?
I want to see. I want to feel the sand and see the sea.
Oh, well, you can't feel this stuff.
Oh.
What's a headset? You can't feel the sand. You know what? You'll get one.
If they, more detailed, you can, have some breeze. If I want to see sea, right? You can put some breeze and some little bit, water and smells to help.
How would they do a breeze, though? Put a
The
fan in there? Okay. How about when it comes out, I'll get one. I'll let you use it. We'll take you to the ocean, and I'll get a bucket of water. Pour it on you, and a fan, turn it on, throw some sand at you. Okay?
Thank you.
But so Oculus Rift have been the main name in the VR coming up. I mean, there's been some, some little ones here and there, but they're the main name. But now some other companies are coming up with some. One of the two other big ones right now are Sony, like PlayStation. They have Project Morpheus, and it's supposed to be very good. And it's supposed to work with the PlayStation, and it's going to be like just for game. And the Oculus Rift is like you could use for many things. The Project Morpheus is going to be like a gaming thing. Microsoft has one called HoloLens, which they had a commercial for it. It's not nowhere near being done, but it's supposed to be like everything. Like you put it on, it's like glasses you put on for work. You could like manipulate like 3D objects for your work to say, oh, how can we design this? Turn it around, look at it. That looks pretty cool. And then the new one is HTC. You know HTC, the phone company?
Yes.
They have they're working with Valve.
Valve?
The same people that made Half-Life, Portal 2, one of my favorite video games. The Cake is a Lie.
Oh.
Those people. Yeah. And
The cake is a lie.
yeah, they have one coming out. And so I'm really excited to start seeing this field. Like I really want one. I think the Sony one's going to be the best because well, they have the PlayStation, so they have different hardware they can work with each other to make a better experience. While Oculus, it's just the Rift, the HTC. They are working with the game company, but they're not working with a company that makes like, beast of machines like the PlayStation 4. So, that's really something I'm looking forward to in the future. I want to put on a headset and like go to America and make it like I'm sitting, with my parents on the couch, watching TV, just chatting with them. I want to go to a different planet. I want to go to the bottom of the ocean. Oh, but one of the things, the problem is like, you put it on, but you can't see your hands. So people are like moving their hands, but, they're bumping into stuff. And so now,
Make you safe.
yeah, now one of the things is they're doing hand detection. They're doing like, you can map out the room. So you can get up and like walk in the room and not walk, off your balcony or walk into a wall.
Oh, that's good.
And so the earliest one was supposed to come out like end of this year, but I think it just got delayed. And so all this stuff's pretty much going to be coming out within 2016. And that's something I'm very excited about. But, who knows when it actually comes out. A lot of this stuff, the Project Morpheus still, they're not really, out of the prototype phase. Oculus Rift has been out for a long time, but mostly just to developers. They're not nowhere near putting out something on the market. But I'm really excited to see something about that. Oh, I can't wait. 2015, 2016, the future is going to be a beautiful time for gaming technology and culture. Yeah. All right. So on that note, I think we should end it.
Okay.
All right. So don't forget to check us out, thewanderinggamer.com. We got the YouTube channel at The Wandering G. On Twitter, I am The Wandering Gamer, Duty420. Check me out on the PSN. We got the pretty girl LGS here. Facebook, Twitter, iTunes, YouTube. Check us out. All right?
Okay. See you next
Bye-bye.
time.